Chapter 1 of Dorothy Dale's Great Secret. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Lynne Thompson. Dorothy Dale's Great Secret by Margaret Penrose. Chapter 1. An Automobile Ride. "There is one thing perfectly delightful about boarding schools," declared Tavia. "When the term closes we can go away and leave it in another world. Now, at Dalton we would have to see the old schoolhouse every time we went to Daly's for a pound of butter, a loaf of bread, and oh yes, I almost forgot, Mom said we could get some bologna. Whew! Don't your mouth water, Dorothy? We always did get good bologna at Daly's." "Bologna!" echoed Dorothy, as if the young ladies of Glenwood School would disgrace their appetites with such vulgar fare. At this she snatched up an empty cracker box, almost devouring its paraffine paper, in hopes of finding a few more crumbs, although Tavia had poured the last morsels of the wafers down her own throat the night before this conversation took place. Yes, Tavia had even made a funnel of the paper, and took the powdered biscuits as doctors administer headache remedies. "All the same," went on Tavia, "I distinctly remember that you had a longing for the skin of my sausage, along with that end piece which you always claimed for your own share." "Oh, please stop," besought Dorothy, "or I shall have to purloin my hash from the table tonight and stuff it into—" "The armlet of your new brown kid gloves," finished Tavia. "They're the very color of a nice big red-brown bologna, and I believe the inspiration is a direct message. 'The Evolution of a Bologna Sausage,' modern edition, bound in full kid. Mine for the other glove. Watch all the hash within sight tonight, and we'll ask the girls to our clam bake." "Dear old Dalton," went on Dorothy with a sigh. "After all, there is no place like home," and she dropped her blonde head on her arms, in the familiar pose Tavia described as "thinky." "But home was never like this," declared the other, following up Dorothy's sentiment with her usual interjection of slang. At the same moment she made a dart for a tiny bottle of Dorothy's perfume, which was almost emptied down the front of Tavia's blue dress before the owner of the treasure had time to interfere. "Oh, that's mean!" exclaimed Dorothy. "Aunt Winnie sent me that by mail. It was a special kind, and you know my weakness for specials—real bargains. There," and Tavia caught Dorothy up in her arms, "I'll rub it all on your head. Tresses of sunshine, perfumed with incense." "Please stop," begged Dorothy. "My hair is all fixed." "Well, it's fixedest now. The superlative, you know. I do hate your hair prim. Never knew a girl with heavenly hair who did not want to make a mattress of it. I have wonderfully enhanced the beauty of your coiffure, Mamselle, for which I ask to be permitted one kiss." And at this the two girls became so entangled in each other's embrace that it would have been hard to tell whom the blonde head belonged to, or who might be the owner of the bronze ringlets. But Dorothy Dale was the blonde, and Octavia Travers sported the dark tresses. Sported, we say advisedly, for Tavia loved sport better than she cared for her dinner, while Dorothy, an entirely different type of girl, admired the things of this world that were good and beautiful, true and reliable. And at the same time she was no prude, and so enjoyed her friends' sports whenever the mischief involved no serious consequences. That Doro, as her chums called Dorothy, and Tavia should be so unlike, and yet be such friends, was a matter of surprise to all their acquaintances. But those who have read of the young ladies in the previous stories of the series, Dorothy Dale, a girl of today, and Dorothy Dale at Glenwood School, have had sufficient introduction to these interesting characters to understand how natural it was for a lily, our friend Dorothy, to love and encourage a frolicsome wild flower, Tavia, to cling to the cultured stalk, to keep close to the saving influence of the lily's heart, so close that no gardener would dare tear away that wild flower from the lily's clasp, without running the risk of cruelly injuring the more tender plant.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?